I have installed the ACS software. Where do I start?
When you first install ACS, two shortcuts are created. One on the Windows desktop and another in the Windows Start All Programs menu. Let's go ahead and double-click your desktop shortcut.
Sure, I see a small window called Almyta Company Selector.
Yes, the window displays all your active data files. One such file comes pre-installed. It is a fictitious XYZ company. This company is there only for getting familiar with the software and trying to test some functions when you're not sure about the results. The XYZ should help you avoid making simple mistakes at the beginning. Would you like to see some useful functions on this screen now?
Sure, show me what I can do on the screen.
Okay, below the company list, you can find a few shortcuts. A newly installed ACS always has two entries in this list. The New Company entry offers to create a new data file. To activate this function, just double-click on the entry.
And to open an existing company like XYZ, I can just double-click it in the list. This seems straightforward so far. Let's go to the shortcuts.
Good. The Open shortcut activates a selected entry in the list. This is the same as double-clicking an entry itself. The Configure shortcut allows us to flip a few switches in the selected company, change company address, and choose a security mode. Let's specify our company address. Scroll down the page and exit. There is no save option. All changes are saved automatically for us.
Okay, let's see what the Maintain shortcut does.
This shortcut opens a new window. We can see 9 shortcuts in the upper part of the screen.
What do they do?
The Compact and Repair one rearranges the data in the file to optimize a performance. It also repairs the data file if it finds any issues inside.
Interesting. Do I need to use it if there are no visible problems with my data?
No, there is no mandatory usage for this function. However, it is recommended to use this function at least once a week. Just make sure the company is not in use on all computers. If you see a path file access error, then someone is still using this data file. It is a good practice for users to close the software before going home at night, or if they are not using it for hours.
Okay, but I'm getting impatient now. Let us quickly see what other functions will do for us and move on to the actual software.
All right then. From left to right, the backup allows you to copy your data to a place of your choice. Use this function at least daily if you do not have automatic daily backups configured. Always try to back up your files on a different physical hard drive or a computer. Better yet, back up your files on a flash memory and store it in a different physical location.
Can I copy files on the cloud?
Yes, that's not a bad idea.
Okay, now just let me quickly guess what other functions do.
Please.
The Restore Last should help me to restore the last backup if something bad happened.
True, but only if you made at least one backup. You should see a backup location just above the shortcut.
The Restore should allow me to select from the existing backups. The Copy to New should do a copy of the current data file, but I'm not sure why I need it when I have my backups.
Let's see. Click on the Copy to New shortcut.
It's asking for a company name.
Yes, we are in the XYZ company. Let us type XYZ dash and then today's date, December 31st, 2000.
Done.
Now we have a copy of your business data exactly as it was at the end of 2000. We should not modify it, but rather use it for looking up or running historical reports for tax or audit purposes, for instance.
Sounds interesting. So I can use this copy as a snapshot?
Yes, but not just for this. There will be cases, especially at the beginning, when you would not be certain what your actions would lead to, meaning what kind of data changes would they produce.
Hold on, let me guess. In such cases, I would be better off if I used the Copy to New Company function. I could make a copy, try my idea as a test, and then do the same thing in my live company if it worked as expected, true?
Yes, that is exactly true.
Great, let's go. The Move to LAN function should do, not sure.
LAN means local area network.
So this function should move my data to the network? And for what reason?
You would use this function for sharing your data with others. You can move your data to a company file server. You can also create a share on your computer and move your data into there. In this case, the data file will be hosted by your computer. This is not the best case scenario. Use it only if you do not have a file server on your network. Do not shut down your computer without asking users to close a shared company. Turn off the sleep mode as well.
This seems easy.
Yes, but of course you would have to have a multi-user license. Do not move your data without a multi-user license. You will lose access to your data by doing so.
I'm not sure why, but let's move to the next function, which is the delete. As I understand, this should delete my data file. If so, isn't it a bit dangerous?
No, not really. The ACS functionality has some built-in safety valves. A deletion is always a two-step procedure. At first, the company is just marked for deletion and removed from the list, but not physically deleted. All files remain exactly where they were on disk. If you delete a company, you can always restore it by going to the C drive, Almyta Systems folder, then Company Name subfolder, and deleting a file named the deleted company from disk. If you do this, just reopen the company selector to see your company back in the list.
This is a nice feature, but if I want to delete it for good?
To physically remove the deleted company from your disk, just delete the subfolder with the company name from the C Almyta Systems folder.
Easy. Tell me about the Update Now shortcut. What does it do?
The Update Now function applies to the latest updates to the company files and restores the application to its original state.
And changing my data in the process?
No, of course not. Only the application is updated and restored. All of your data and configuration will stay the same.
You mean this is safe?
Yes, it is safe, and it usually happens automatically with some exceptions which would be too much to discuss here.
Yes, let's try to keep it short. What would the final shortcut do for me?
That one, which spells how to create a desktop shortcut to this company, does exactly what it says. It explains how to create a desktop shortcut to the company to get around the company selector. Click the shortcut and copy the command line from the pop-up screen in the clipboard.
Done.
Now, right-click on your desktop, select New from the pop-up menu, select Shortcut, paste the copied text into the location of the item or the target, click the Next button, give your shortcut a name. In our case, it would be XYZ.
Wow, this was not hard.
No, I guess it was not. Are you ready to create a real company and start doing business?
Yes, I am eager to see it, but maybe after a short break?
Yes, let's take a break. Learning is tough.